me everything that happened.
You producing and acting in this film and reading about Bryan Stevenson, then having to portray a real-life person on the set. What went through your mind when you were like, yo, I'm gonna do this project?
It was an excitement. I think it was a little bit of intimidation after getting to know Bryan, you know, knowing the work that he's doing, how important he is. So for me, the weight and the nervousness of just not wanting to mess up, you know, and wanting to get his story told right, you know, doing him justice was really important to me.
You don't know what you're into down here in Alabama when you're guilty from the moment you're born.
God.
Mr. McMillan.
We done here. Mr. McMillan, please.
By the time they stepped on set, it really was just about having an environment that was open and free and allowed them to take risks and find things that were unexpected.
As a director, how did you guide them to be truthful to these real characters that they're portraying while also having the freedom to take risks and discover new things about this character?
All of these actors are so brilliant in their craft because they are so open and empathetic towards the characters that they're portraying. So most of the work that their character work that they're doing happened before they even came on set.
You've got to humanize the person, and that means finding some aspect of his spirit and soul inside of yourself. You've got your character, and then you play your scenes with truth.
You get immersed in it. You get lost in it. And then this, to me right now, is the most important film for us, to be able to hear from Bryan Stevenson and to have Michael even lead when it comes to how Walter McMillan should talk and certain things that it's really going to make it, you know, cinematic. So it was deep, but we needed to be deep.
You ain't quitting, is you? No, sir. We all with you.
One thing that really stuck with me in this film that kind of surprised me was the connection and camaraderie and the deep love between the inmates on death row. And I was wondering, why was it important for you to showcase those moments?
When I sat and talked with Anthony Ray Hinton, that's one of the things that he talked to me about, were the relationships that he had with his jailmates when one of their friends would unfortunately go to be executed, that they would all start banging on the bars with their metal cups. It wasn't about protesting, it was just about letting our friend know that they weren't going through this alone. We definitely wanted to capture that in the movie.
Your life is still meaningful, and I'm gonna do everything possible to keep them from taking it.
What are some of the messages you hope people take home after seeing this film?
Every person has an opportunity to be a part of the solution. They could be standing on the right side of history. They can do something to actually help.
Man, I hope the message that they take home from this film is that I'm not willing to tolerate any more of the injustice in our justice system, and I'm getting ready to start doing something right now from where I am.
How am I complicit in what's wrong and broken in our justice system in America, even by turning a blind eye?
I want people to walk away feeling optimistic. I want people to feel like, you know, that there's hope out there, no matter how one-sided it may seem. You matter, your voice matters, and like you can be involved.
We really hope that this movie allows people to see that and help create a country that looks at its most vulnerable as equals to everybody else.